Got us as Krager first up over for the team. 1 versus Fassel's Demonology Warlock. Still playing the big fell lord. Is going to be dropping the boy down, but he gets in with the shockwave. Immediately still able to get a good old swing onto Krager. I think they made it so he swings more often, right? Mortal reflected back in Fassel. Axe tosses Krager, just taking axes to the face, whether from the big fell lords back to back, or fell guards rather. Axes tossed into his noggin, or a big fell lord just going for the big sweep and cleave. Gonna be Fassel with the dark back. Krager got himself the avatar, trying to see if he can pressure the warlock, but his health is not looking all that good. Stun onto Fassel. Does he have an out for this one? Looks like it's gonna be that moment for the Fury Warrior to use that Enrage gem. Needs to use the big defensive in order to catch back up here fairly quickly. Fassel going in for cast, not looking all that good. Maybe looking at the mobility right now. Can Krager come back? It's going to be a big lead by the Warrior. Trying to see if he can charge towards Fassel, as Fassel's sending out even more imps at the guy, letting him run through an entire army of demons before he can really get himself a proper go. Krager walking by, taking out the obby very quickly. Fassel is just crippled. He's just not doing all that good. Mortal reflect the back on him. It's going to be big X again. Krager 2 for 2 with a reflex now. Well done by this guy. Oh my goodness. With my man Grook charging out next. Immediate Stormbolt onto Krager. Big bleed. Avatar. Everything is used all at once. Blasting him out. Reflect. Oh, no, reflect. Disarm out onto Krager. As Grook just trying to see if he can keep chasing, keep the pressure going. He is in that full battle stance at the ready, or rather the, what is it? The Fury stance? I don't even know. It's the, I feel like I should know this. Big boy, 1 second. While I'm trying to figure out what stance he's in, Krager's in a winner stance. He's on a gladiator stance. This man is winning that duel. Turned it around. I blinked and I missed exactly what happened. This is going to be immediate open up by Rin. Trinket out of Krager. Immediate avatar after Berserker stance. Is it Berserker stance? I think you're right. Wait, so Berserker stance and then Berserker's rage. Okay. I can hopefully remember it, because it is a Fury, it is a Viking, it is a Berserker in a way, so I guess it could be remembered easily. Quick shadowy duel, or shadowy duel, secret technique does end up capitalizing on the win for Rin. Is Shadowbring going to be next versus Rin? Whether he wanted to or not, I think he is going to be next. I'm not sure if he was supposed to, but he is next. This is going to be opener onto Rin. Does go in for the Vanish, trying to keep Shadow in the out in the open. Doesn't go for a pretty big kill. I think trumping him down on the Warlock Hellstone too. Disarm for disarm, as both rogues are trying to see if he can control one another. Blind by Rin. Has a killer shot to follow. It's going to be Shadow Break. Cheat Death is the only thing he's got. May not be enough right here though. Cheat. It's going to be a cheap Shadow after. Does he have the Viscerates? Looks like Rin ends up vanishing out in order to back up out of there. Shadow Break does end up earning a vanish as well. Has the eyes he could run for. Rin is a little bit of time before he can go for a proper kidney shot on the other rogue. Shadow, honestly, maybe in a good spot. Immediately to go pick up the eyes while you're, even though if you're low on health. Because if you can have a proper go versus Rin, that may end up helping you win the duel. Does Fan, cheap Shadow to break, does find him, gets the proper opener. Can you have himself a proper go? Shadowy, big damage, to cheat death right after. Is it enough right now though? Shadow trying to see if he can turn it around, get a Shadow to win. Maybe he turns it around right now. Mad damage, big reversal. Is it enough? Cheap shot, is it? Oh my god. I can't believe he did it. Oh, the reversals from the rogues, man. The back-to-back, that is incredible. What's up next? Is it going to be Anto? It looks like Grifka's looking at Anto. Oh, Anto. Oh, wait, yeah, Anto. I was thinking Dalaran for some reason. I got too confused, I guess. Is it Anto as a Fury? Or is it Grifka as a sub? Grifka's kind of just walking into a wall. He's kind of just, yeah, he's giving Anto an opportunity to do it here. Shadow. No longer has a cheat death. He got himself evasion. Cloak of Shadows vanished. Cheat Trinket. So maybe he can make someone work here. Does go for a proper opener versus Anto, who is going to go for Trinket immediately. This is where maybe if Anto can get all the bleeds out onto Shadow, the man just dies. I mean, with a bleed, I think he's just dead. Does go in for a vanish. Maybe they'll give him a little bit of recovery, but you're still bleeding even afterwards. Is it going to be enough though? Anto picking up the eyes. Going to be a Shadow Strike by Shadow. Getting a shot onto Anto. Does go for big defensive just so he can survive this go. He just wants to take down the rogue, I think. He's going to burn everything just to take down the rogue. Blind to follow Shadow, looking for a bit of reset. No more bleeds on him, but it's going to be Enter. Try to see if he can get next to the guy. Looks like it wasn't fast enough, though. Does end up diving into a re-stealth. My goodness. That is rough. Looks like Enter. Walk up to a beta bubbled. I'm not sure what's going on. Wait a second. Whoa, what's going on? What the? Gonna be a kidney shot onto Anta. A Shadow trying to see if he can take down Anta really quickly. I'm a little confused what's going on with those paladins popping wings and bubbles like that. I'm just not sure. into a disarm onto Anta. Shadow does go in for a stun onto the, Anta goes in for a stun onto the rogue for just a second. But this rogue should be able to hopefully catch himself a reset. But we'll see. I'm just so confused about what the paladins are doing back there. Two goobers hanging out, popping bubbles and wings and all that. I'm not sure what's happening. Zerkus and Fury, arms for battle, defensive stance for universal. Yeah. Kidney shot onto Anta. Shadowbring trying to see if he can blast right through him. Is the Fury Warrior gonna go down here? Barely any health. Strongbow last second does get himself impending victory. Last second evasion out for the rogue. I don't know how Anta survives this. Maybe pop some bleeds on the rogue. Maybe disarm. Stun. It's gonna be a big dippers. Trying to see if he can make the biggest go out there. Big bleed onto Shadow. Trying to see if he can stay on him. Does go in for a restart for just a second, but the bleeds that's gonna get him out in the open. Get a shot into Anta. Does he just go down? My goodness, the Fury Warrior was able to definitely get himself a big go into Shadow Prank for a little bit there, but just not enough to finish him. It looks like it's so close, man, so close. I was kind of rooting for the Warrior there. Not gonna lie, just no health. Shortest 3-second stun, full burst within those 3 seconds, a little bit of bleed, but the bleeds are just not as strong in Fury as they are on arms by the looks of it, and Grifka is able to take down the rogue fairly quickly with, is it poison? Blizz? I keep calling it poison. Blizz, don't use MD. Gonna be up next. Shield Avengers together, I think with a wall. Yeah, with a wall. As Grifka got himself a little bit of reset. No more dance for Grifka for a little bit, so he's got to be extra careful. There's going to be random auto attacks, so please don't MD. Through the wall, Dodds going for a blind onto the palace. Grifka looking for a bit of an escape, a bit of a resetti behind the pillar. Evasion's out, not much you can really do about it. That is going to be a blind to follow as Pliz does get himself a little bit of healing for the time being. Gouged by Grifka. Can the rogue somehow turn it around onto these paladins? Now Shadowbreak is up by the way, but he's supposed to be dead, so just consider him dead. But it's 2 paladins left as well as Telrion over for the team 1, so maybe Grifka. A warrior to Palas, maybe if you invest all your time into this Pala, maybe then you get a break with a warrior, because I imagine finding a warrior is probably easier than a paladin, and then a paladin right after once you have all your cooldowns recuperated. Maybe that is the play, so it's going to be really down for this rogue to see if he can bring it back for his team. Eyes picked out by please don't use MD. Does Grifka go in for a big go here? That is the question. Shadowblades, dance, available. Please don't use MD. Has himself the big immunities in case he needs to. Immediate bubble as Grifka goes in just for a dance. Could vanish out of this one. Might just be a vanish opportunity right now. That is full cooldowns. Defensively and offensively. And please don't use MD. Trying to see if he can find the rogue. That is a random consecration. Does get the rogue out in the open somehow. I guess some kind of a dodge still rolling on the guy. As Grifka trying to see if he can find himself a little bit of survivability. Actually taking a loss of damage by the paladin. Cheap death to follow. That's got to be get a shot. No immunity for a little bit. Does he have a secret technique? Is it enough? Cheap shot to follow. Oh, no way! Are you kidding me, Grifka? Wait, why is Shadowbring back in? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Okay, alright, okay. I don't understand why Shadow got back in there. Shadow was not even supposed to be next. Shadow was not even... So I'm not even mad at Grifka because he is just sitting out behind the pillar. He's probably looking out forward like, I see Albedo isn't moving. I see Albedo isn't going anywhere.